Hi, everybody. So I bet we've all heard the advice to practice more self-care, and because that is going to have positive benefit around sticking with our healthy eating plan. And I also bet that for most of us, that doesn't work. And I'm going to tell you why today. I'm going to tell you what I did instead, and it did work. Hi, everybody. I'm Ricki Heller from rickiheller.com. I help people on restricted diets learn to love their food so that they can eat well, allow their bodies to heal, and get back to their lives again. So, you know, with the way things are going lately, I know COVID and the world is crazy and all of the environmental issues and all of the stresses of being at home, all of these things they can affect us to the point where maybe we are going to slip up on our healthy eating plans. And I know I've heard from so many people who have been dealing with overeating and just eating the wrong things that make them feel like crap. And so my slip ups might be a little bit different because if I slip up, I might eat two of my breakfast brownies that I just posted on my site, or I might eat, a second serving of my um, primavera pasta made with chickpea pasta or something like that. But I have noticed over since COVID started, I did begin to notice that I had put on some weight. I wasn't happy with that, and I wanted to fix that. And for me, the more important reason that was something I wanted to focus on was not so much the weight itself, because let's face it, I can still do everything I want to do if I'm wearing leggings versus, pants that have a zipper, right? But I can't do everything I want to do if I feel sick, if I don't have energy. I can't go on walks with my husband and my dogs, or I can't meet a friend to go for a hike, or I can't play with my pups, or I can't spend the day developing recipes, or I can't be fully on for my clients when I'm sitting in front of the computer and talking to them on Zoom. So for me, it was an issue of both the weight and just wanting to feel better because as I put on the weight, I started to notice a little bit of digestive issues, and that was really a huge red flag for me. So that was when I said, okay, I have to figure out how to do this. And the idea came to me one day while I was tapping. So practicing EFT, which stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. If you're not familiar with it, it's also called tapping. And it's basically a way of tapping in when you actually are tapping your face and upper body to tap into really the subconscious and our amygdala, which is the part of the brain that triggers stress and anxiety and fear response. So it's a fight or flight area. So when you're tapping, you can calm that down. And if you've ever done tapping, apart from all the different tapping points, the one thing that usually ends the cycle of tapping is when you say, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And that's one way of kind of bringing that into the subconscious and the repetition. And it's a very useful way to end each cycle of tapping. But as I was doing this and saying, I deeply and completely love and accept myself, it hit me, do I really deeply and completely love and accept myself? And I think for so many of us, the answer is no. So at that moment, I decided I was going to try it. I was really going to deeply and completely love and accept myself. And that meant my blubber on my belly, and that meant the cellulite on my thighs, and that meant the puffiness in my eyes, or whatever it might be. And so I thought about, how would I respond to someone that I truly did deeply and completely love? And for me, that's my pups, right? My dogs. So if you think about, for you, it could be your child, it could be a grandchild, somebody that you love unconditionally. And put that in the context of slipping up on your healthy eating plan, right? So if your grandchild ate 3 pieces of birthday cake because they were so happy and excited on their birthday and that they just gorged on this birthday cake, and then they felt sick later on, would you say, you idiot, how stupid of you to eat all that cake, and now that you've ruined it anyway, why don't you just go and eat the rest of the cake, right? Or even for yourself, if one night you stayed up late because let's just say your husband said, "Oh, it's Saturday, and I know we usually go to bed early, and I know you usually get up at 6:15, but it's the weekend. Let's watch Saturday Night Live till 1 in the morning." And you're like, "Oh, we haven't been spending a lot of quality time together. Okay, I'm going to." And you overdo it, or maybe you do it on a weekday, and then the next day is going to be a work day, and you're incredibly tired the next day. Would you say to yourself, "Well, what an idiot. Now you don't get to sleep tonight either," right? Of course you wouldn't. So that's what I was thinking about. And I thought, how do I speak to my dogs? How would you speak to a child that you love? And for me, all of the little nicknames and the sweet, the terms of endearment that I use, I'll go, "Oh, how you doing, sweetheart?" And I started doing this in the mirror to myself when I saw myself in the morning getting out of bed, when I saw myself in the mirror after my shower and I was totally naked in front of the mirror, just address myself that way. If I saw my stomach was bulging out more than I'd like, I'd say, "Oh, honey, you're feeling a little bloated today. How you doing, sweetie? You'll feel better later today. How are you today, Dolly? Oh, honey, you didn't get enough sleep today. That's okay. You deserve to sleep, so you should have a nap later on." And I literally began to talk to myself that way. And I promised myself I was not going to berate myself. I was not going to put myself down. I was not going to insult myself because, let's face it, how does that encourage anyone to continue doing the thing they were trying to do, right? So I want to tell you that you should try this. It really does work, but I am going to say it's not an instant fix, obviously. I started this way back at the beginning of the year. We're in the beginning of September now. And it's going to feel really weird and even stupid at the beginning because it's so unnatural. But like anything else, this is a skill that can be learned over time. And the more you speak kindly and sincerely and lovingly and forgivingly and without judgment to yourself, the more you do that, the more you're actually going to feel like, yeah, I really do love myself and I deserve a break. I deserve to have some kindness and self-care because I don't feel so great after eating that cake right now. And you're able to say to yourself, that probably wasn't the best choice. And what would happen if I really did something for myself that was loving and showed how much I cared about myself? In other words, true self-care. I wouldn't eat the third serving of pasta. I wouldn't even eat the second serving of pasta. I would check in and say, "You know what? I'm good. If I have a piece of cake now, I'm probably going to feel sick tomorrow. I love myself too much to do that." And so it's a way for you to tap into the self-love and self-care that really is within you and that can actually help you to make the right choices as you move through your healthy diet. So I hope that was helpful. Please do try it. And if you do, let me know how it goes. As I said, it takes time. So try it for at least a month. And I would say every day for a month, say something kind, say something nice to yourself in the mirror. See how it goes. See how it changes the way you feel about yourself and see how it changes how you want to treat yourself. All right, everybody. I hope you have a great day. If you're looking for some quick support around sticking with it, I do have a free guide called 3 Simple Shifts to stay on track right now. It's at rickiheller.com/3 Simple Shifts. It talks about some of the things you can do both psychologically, and it also provides you with 3 amazing recipes that will help you keep on track as well. So that's rickiheller.com/3 Simple Shifts. All right, everybody, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.